Welcome back everyone to another Balatro high score attempt video. Please let me know in the comment section if my microphone has been fixed. I noticed it was peaking a lot in the last video thanks to a comment. And I also turned the game volume up because I noticed it was a bit low. So let me know if those have been fixed. I've been grinding off camera and I got a score of e to the 41 today. And I wasn't recording. And as you can see, it's probably because of a high card run. So let's go ahead and try and replicate something like that. I'm not going to guarantee an E41. It was a pretty crazy ride. We're going to play on plasma deck again. I'm considering doing some runs on the ghost deck. I just have to get a little more consistent at it like I am with plasma right now. So let's go ahead and play the plasma deck here. So again, first blind is almost free. Any flush, any straight wins it, so you don't really have to do that much digging. The plasma deck is very strong in the first few blinds, so way ahead of schedule here. I don't like these two off the bat. This one might be okay for some money, so I would consider it. It could get me an extra $6 per round. But I do want to peek in the buffoon pack to see if we have anything crazy. Honestly, the astronomer right now gets us free planets and celestial packs, so might as well keep him around. That's going to save us a lot of money in the long run. We can see if we can do something with that. I see 3 spades, so we'll do that. Like I said, any 5-card hand is definitely going to win here. So we got our flush. And we'll move to the next round. Again, should be the same for the boss blind. Let's just quickly check what it is. Spade cards are debuffed. Good thing I just used them. We could probably hold on to a temperance, but not use it yet. We're going to buy the Pluto. It's $0. This is actually a really good joker to get off the bat. Now we kind of have to make a decision. I kind of want to do like a 5-card hand where we're multiplying our cards, maybe get like an idle run going. So we'll try for something like that. This is the last round. I can go for antimatter. I guess we're gonna skip it for now. It is what it is. We'll go for hearts. Don't know why I chose hearts over the clubs there, but I just did. And it doesn't really matter too much in the early stages. Okay, we got lucky with another heart there. This will get us through. Now we do have to get ourselves stronger pretty quickly here. Only having 1 joker going into ante 2 is kind of scary. I guess 4 of a kind again. If we can start deck fixing and get to that point, it would be pretty awesome. None of this is really going to help us fix our deck. I guess we can make our king cards bonus. That might help a little bit for us. Abstract joker, 3 malt for each joker card, so it'd be 6 malts plus 1 hand size. Could be okay. Maybe we'll take them both. Temperance gives me $8. I'll still go to the next round and see what we can do. So we have 9 malt and 1 extra hand size, which is going to be good to get things like flushes, stuff like that. So I guess we'll go for a spade flush. We hit it. This isn't going to win. It is going to win with that extra malt. Okay, very, very close. So we're kind of cruising along here. Rocket ship is very good for some early money. I won't mind taking that. I'm going to use my temperance here just to keep my money up. And we're going to move on to the next round. It is getting a little bit dicey. We don't really have any point scoring jokers anywhere. But we might be okay with just these flushes. I'm hoping that we can get some celestials. It looks like we're doing a lot of flushes, but it's not going to be a long-term thing for me by any means. Okay, so 2 hands got us to the next stage. Rocket got us $1. That's going to get bumped up to $3 in the next. Okay, so Scary Face is going to be a really good card for me right now because it's going to generate a lot of chips. I guess we'll take the flush since we're not really in the 4 of a kind territory yet. All face cards are drawn face down. Okay, and that could be a problem for us. Let's just go ahead and take a gamble at what these are. Okay, we got lucky with the 3 of a kind there, and we're going to move on pretty easily from that. So the face card is definitely what we're making, or the scary face is how we're making all of our money, so that's why I just took a gamble on that. I guess mult cards or more bonus cards. I don't really like any of these. Guess we'll use them on the 9s for now. Gonna continue to save money for now, and we're gonna try and build this into something here. Let's go for hearts. Okay, we got our heart flush. Only one face card, but it was a bonus king at least, so we're gonna move on. Not too worried yet. We're accumulating money. DNA is definitely something we're interested in. Could consider getting rid of the constellation astronomer because of that, and then we can start duplicating face cards, which is going to be helpful for us. I don't really feel like getting rid of the abstract joker yet. The scary face, the rocket ship, I hope is going to stay with us for a while, and that hand size is nice to make hands. So yeah, the astronomer saved me a lot of money, so that's awesome. We got it from a $4 buffoon pack, so I'll take that. So now we just gotta keep in mind to DNA things. Probably the bonus king for now. Definitely gonna get us there. This 3 of a kind might even get us there. Might as well play the full house. So scary face is going to carry us for now. We're doing okay on point scoring, and that was a full house, so that's not gonna happen all of the time. The runner's good, but we haven't been playing straights, so we're not gonna do that. And we're trying to keep this run into the high endless mode. We're not just trying to win. We'll go on next there. 1 in 7 cards is drawn face down. We'll keep that in mind. Guess we'll copy the bonus king again. And now we know that this is a full house, so we should be okay to run that. Not too sure if it's going to get us to the finish line. It is, just because those aces weren't face cards. So our rocket's making us $5 every round right now. That's why it's very awesome to get it leveled up early. Get it early in a run. It's going to help you with economy a lot. Okay, I'm pretty comfortable here. I'm not too worried about these scores yet. No repeat hand types. Don't think it's going to be a challenge. We're going to discard finally. We haven't really been discarding at all. We're just trying to get that king, really. If we can't get it, that's okay. Here's one of them. Starting to grow our face cards in the deck, which is nice. You can play another full house, and that's definitely going to get us past 10,000 points. Almost tripled, so we're pretty cruising with our chips right now. We're going to keep opening all of the Arcana packs we can, so we can try and start fixing our deck a little bit. Now, steel is good. I just don't know if that's what I really want to go for. Our suits are all pretty similar. Let's just take a spin on the wheel. Not going to get us anywhere. Egg is kind of cool for value. I'm not sure what we would get rid of it right now. Maybe the juggler. But we don't need it right now. We got $75. Just makes temperance so good. So in the late run, if we decide to hold on to that for a while, it does make temperance very, very good. Getting these bonus kings, eventually we're going to want to put like a seal on it or turn them into something else. Let's go ahead and try and dig a little bit more. Maybe we can get a 4 of a kind going. So this is kind of what we're looking into. 4 of a kind is way higher on the chip value for us, and as you can see, we're scoring much higher with it too. About 15 more thousand than what we were playing before. So we'll buy this tower card because it does help with deck fixing. We'll get rid of the 2. Now, hermit for 20 bucks or strength. I don't see 2 queens, so we're going to take the free $20, and our economy is pretty much set. We can start rolling a little bit. We'll buy this hermit. It's basically a free $17. Hanging Chad is good with scary face, but I don't think it's what we're going to be going for long term, so I'm going to skip it for now. Then we're going to try and lean into like the 4 or 5 of a kind grind, so let's go ahead and do that. No repeat hand types. That's okay. I just used a a high card, so I'm not too worried. And our kings are looking quite nice right now. We can actually play a 5 of a kind, so that's going to unlock Planet X for us, which scales much faster than the 4 of a kind. You notice our rocket is making us about $7 per turn right now, which is awesome to see. Now, what I'm noticing is we're not really scoring from our malt, so we can get rid of our abstract and we'll grab a showman. Realistically, would probably be looking for a second DNA. We'll also grab the crystal ball. It's always good to have more consumables, especially later in the run. I'll probably just death for another king. I mean, I'm eventually going to change all of these to something else, hopefully. So we're going to have to stop adding cards to the deck at some point. Malt cards, I'd rather have like magicians. I do like lucky cards. They are good, especially when you spam them. We'll probably just spin the wheel. Didn't get us anywhere. We can move on to the next round. Not worried about these scores. Making sure to check the boss blinds here. We'll grab another king. And we'll start discarding. Would be nice to get like a discard voucher in the future here. Just because I would like to fish for 5 of a kinds. Eventually, this is kind of something that we're looking at playing, right? All right. So we're making lots of money per turn, around $17 to $19, depending on how many hands I use. Glass is interesting for the future. I could start copying glass cards early. Probably something I'm interested in doing. Another rocket, but it only starts at $1, so probably not worth it. That happened because of the showman, right? So we're probably going to, I think, start copying these glass cards, and at best we're going to net gain at least 1 per turn. I'm actually going to use this in tandem with other cards. Oh no, I can't. Has only 1 card. Okay, I almost failed that. DNA can only have 1 card for this. Now, okay, good. So we netted a glass card in that case because it didn't break, right? But we'll get rid of all this, and we don't necessarily need to play all kings right now because this scary face is getting our chips for every single one, right? So that actually didn't allow us to win though, which is a little worrisome. Let's go ahead and play a bad hand here. And we should be okay. We obviously have a lot more face cards, but we didn't draw them. Now I'm a little worried. I'm definitely going to just have to play my kings and pray that this one doesn't break. The only way I'm going to get enough chips. It didn't break, so we're okay. So I am getting a little bit worried now about chips. Oops All Sixes is fun. We don't need it right now, but it's good, but it's bad for glass cards because they break twice as often. Go ahead and try and dig for like a red seal king. Purple seal's okay to get us some tarot cards. We'll re-roll a few times here. What's our egg at? $14. Not sure if 15 malt's really gonna do much for me, but we definitely need to think about getting some malt here soon. So I'm going to sell it and grab the banana. The showman does need to leave because it is limiting our options, right? Because now Scary Face, DNA, Rocket, and Banana can come up each time instead of giving us better options for other jokers that come up, right? So we're good here. We're gonna copy the king and just hope that the glass doesn't break. We got lucky. Go ahead and try and get more kings because I don't want to necessarily play the glass right now, but we will in the future, right? It is going to be a fail-safe for us. So that wasn't too bad, and we're getting a lot of money from the rocket. There's another discard. We do need that for sure. I guess we'll buy this. It is better than, like, if we look at it, 4 of a kind is at 180 to 19, whereas 5 of a kind is quite lower. So that is something to keep in mind when we're playing cards. However, we are losing out on one of these, right? Play the planets. Basically just get $2 back. Open the standard pack. We're hoping for a red seal. We'll take a king. We're hoping for a red seal, and we're really looking for like a blueprint, a brainstorm, something where we can get this DNA working a little bit better for us. Photograph doesn't do much right now. No, it doesn't, because we're not... It doesn't hurt. I mean, it definitely gives us a little bit of juice. So we'll buy it over the showman, and then hopefully we can move on from trying to look for another DNA, which it is what it is, right? Okay, we're looking for the glass card. There it is. Because we want to copy it. Didn't break. We're getting very, very lucky with that. And we can play our 5 of a kind, which should beat... It's around 55,000 if I remember correctly. It would be a little bit higher now. So 70,000 for a 5 of a kind with our photograph. So it added about a $14,000 bump on there. Those ones I'm not too interested in. Alt cards, I'd rather just tower a 6 because we're not going to use it. We're at 61 cards in the deck, so we do need to be a little bit careful with that. Okay, I guess we're going Hanging Chad again. I do play this a lot, but it is very good for the early game. We will try and move away from it in the future. But no promises. No. Burnt Joker's good, but I'm not really looking to do something like that right now. Again, we're just gonna try and copy our Glass Kings, get a lot of them. So this isn't gonna win, but it's gonna get me a lot more points than it would normally because of the Hanging Chad, right? So it was only getting me like 6,000 before, whereas now it's getting me around 17,000. Now this is going to get a lot of points because of that Hanging Chad. Yeah, we're at 151,000, so that gave me about 140,000. So we got to think 5 of a kind is about 140,000 right now. Give me a Red Seal King. No, I'm going to take you because I want more tarot cards. I don't like any of you really. I guess a Venus if we're ever in a lot of trouble. I hope to never have to play that. Hangman is amazing. Don't want to spend too much of my money. Diamond cards are debuffed. Let's look. We're heavy on hearts right now, so I got to be careful for that blind. Go ahead and get rid of these. Yeah, get rid of these. And we will use our king. Now, we just got to hope that it's not going to break. We're good. If we had any like copier, it would be much better. We'd be guaranteed like a net profit on glass cards every single hand, but we're not so lucky right now. Okay, all of that discarding, and I got the seal at the end. I'm only gonna play up 4 of a kind right now because I don't want to risk breaking these glass. Should be totally fine. Yeah. So again, they gave us about 115,000. It would have been a little bit more if we had another king in there. Death and strength are awesome. We can use them here potentially. Okay, let's think about this for a second. We're going to death this. And we will strength our 2 queens. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. I do like most of these cards. I'll be okay with a wheel. We don't get anything. Yeah, Red Seal King, please. No. This would be good to level up our Planet X if we can find it in hand. There's Planet X. Eventually it'll be a flush 5, but we got to take what we can get right now. Play this. Didn't break. We've gotten pretty lucky on the glass so far. Okay, we're gonna keep that in hand. Okay, and we did draw a 5 of a kind without using any glass. That's exactly what we want to do. It's eventually going to get harder when we have so many cards in our deck, right? Still not too worried about the score. We're doing just fine. Actually, the levels on this Planet X does help out quite a bit because photograph is multiplying that, right? We don't need another discard right now. There isn't really a card I want to get rid of. Eventually, we're gonna get rid of the scary face, but a lot of our points still come from the chips, so we got to be careful with that. More bonus cards or a wild card. Not really interested in any of this, to be honest. I do want a Red Seal King. Probably a tough ask. We'll take a gold card for some money, and we'll move on to the next round. Decreased level of poker hand. That does kind of suck, not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and get rid of this tarot card first. See what we get. I don't like any of those. If anything, it was a free $2. Okay, let's see if we can get lucky with the glass again. We do. That's very awesome. Get rid of some of these. We actually should be discarding the glass because we're not going to be playing it, right? No use holding it in our hand right now. We're not playing a Baron deck yet. It's looking like it could be a Baron deck or something like that, but we'll see when we get there, right? So, I mean, Rocket is just doing God's work here, obviously. The Idol. So, the Idol's awesome if we play a King of Hearts, but we have so many other cards to cut. And this is a piece of the puzzle eventually. I'm just not sure what we get rid of for it. It's probably Rocket. Well, it's definitely Rocket. That's such a good start. It's earning me $11 right now. I'm hoping it's going to come back in the future. We'll get Tarot Merchant. Hoping it'll come back in the future, and I'll take the risk on that right now. We'll go next. Decrease level of poker hand, which does suck, but it is what it is. Luckily, we'll get one of the hands back from our blue seal, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of all of this. Get rid of all that. Get rid of our glass. Let's see, we get lucky? No. We'll take the free money. Still looking for one more king. We got it. Right? Don't want to use my glass yet. Does decrease it one time, but we're going to be net neutral with this. Oh, I'm going to decrease it a few more times than I wanted to. So let's go ahead and think about this. I believe high card is giving me around 17,000. However, then it's going to give me that red seal, but we don't have 5 kings, so we're going to have to play it right now. Oh, okay. Well, we have problems. Okay, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit just because I want to make sure we don't die here. Brave a Kind gets lowered, but we might lose some glass here. Oh, we got lucky. We got lucky. So what that tells me is we really have to worry about our scoring right now. Okay, we got rewarded with our Planet X. We definitely need another hand in our lives. Is this going to do anything for me? Not really. Probably make a gold card to get some extra money. Give me a Red Seal King. Don't like that. Eventually we're going to have to stop adding cards to our deck. That is causing problems. Oh, well, I guess it's a Baron run now. Each king held in hand gives 1.5 malt. Oh boy. Okay. What does this tell me here? Let me think about it. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna sell Scary Face, right? Because we're not really gonna be playing that many cards. And now we're really just worried about deck fixing. Yeah. When you get the Baron, you have to take it, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of this queen. Tower this 8. Go ahead and get rid of it. Get rid of this. This. Okay, we didn't get it. We're still gonna go for the Glass Kings. Ideally, we're not gonna actually play the king. So, as you can see, 300,000 from that was definitely worth it. Let's go ahead and see what's gonna get into this spectral pack. I would have been okay with an ectoplasm. I'd have also been okay with something else. Honestly, we're going to gave me malt. Gonna try and polychrome the king, but didn't give it to us. We'll go ahead and put a blue seal on this king though. Eventually, because we're holding it in hand, eventually we're gonna want red seal kings because of this exact experiment that we're going on right now. Give me something? No. Okay, is that 3 wheels this run that we didn't get? Someone keep track, alright? Go ahead and get rid of the garbage. Wow, that was a really bad draw. Get rid of the garbage. Get rid of the garbage. Okay, less garbage. This should get us to the promised land for sure. Okay, what we gotta understand now is we really do need to level up high card. Because that is going to start off, it pretty much gets rid of the early malt wasting that happens. We're just gonna take the money. I'm not even gonna look at the rest. Give me a Pluto. No. Yeah, no. We are still copying kings. I'm not in a comfortable position where we shouldn't be. Don't like any of these. Guess we'll level up a pair. Not really useful. Okay. We'll move on. Flip and shuffle all jokers doesn't really matter, honestly. We can figure out where Chad is after we play one hand if we really need to. It's not looking like we need to do that. So let's go ahead and play this. Okay, so here's our Chad. Okay, so we do have to, right? This is our photograph. Go ahead and... Is it because we're playing glass? Why did I copy that? I did forget we just had DNA real quick. Okay, our photograph is what's getting us past the finish line. Alright, we won the round. Now we go endless. See how long this one lasts. The totally fine order. Nothing wrong with that. We don't need 5 hands, so we're going back in time. We're no longer in endless. We are and we aren't in a way, for sure. I mean, yeah, I guess we're just gonna copy the blue seal king until we get a red seal king. That's ultimately the goal. Don't need that 5. We roll a few times, try and see if we can get like a blueprint or a brainstorm. Okay, keeping track. That's 5 wheels this run. Keep track of that for me, please. Get rid of the garbage. Get rid of the... it's not garbage. I am semi-worried. Is that there? Sell it. Glass. So yeah, glass is the reason that we're getting so high score. Well, it's actually the photo chat that's helping the Baron kickstart it. Eventually we won't need to do that because we'll hopefully have Pluto to a high enough level, but it just levels up so slow, so that's the problem, right? That's why those blue tarot cards are going to be very good. Okay, this is our good glass. Could still pivot in the future to something else depending on what kind of jokers we see. Trading card? I mean, it's definitely time to start thinning out our deck, but we have 70 cards. It is a problem, I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, I mean, does waste a discard? I think we just need the money. Okay, this is our 6th wheel. Aha. Doesn't do anything, but at least we have a foiled Baron. I mean, lucky card doesn't do anything. The glass is actually what's keeping us alive right now. So we'll go ahead and duplicate it. And that almost got us there. That was a broken glass. That hasn't happened in a very long time, so that's awesome. Even though we have 70 cards, we're still getting there the majority of the time. This one should win. Yeah. Okay, I just didn't want to risk another glass there, right? Probably should just use all my discards before I decide to play for DNA, right? That makes more sense. Give me a red seal, please. Not good enough, right? Give me like a mime. Do we have any queens? Yeah, we got 3. Okay, I don't want to waste that much money. Oh no! This run's gonna come to an end early and often. I might still post this because it was a pretty easy win, right? All face cards are debuffed. That is a kick in the teeth. I don't think there's any way that we can win without our face cards, right? I should have looked. I should have looked. Dead to the plant. Anti-8. We did technically go endless, but... Oh, man, that sucks, right? Damn. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's tough. Just so sad. And this just doesn't get me anything, right? That is so close to being possible, right? How much are you? How much is pear? You're 39 chips, you're 50? Oh man. If only, right? If only these stone cards were good enough, that could have been a way out. I'm not sure that I'm seeing any possible way here. No. Damn. Alright. Well, that's the run. Yeah, it is a game over, isn't it? Hey? Because we lost. Anyways, I'm going to post this as a failed run attempt. And be death by plant or something. I think this run had the potential. I definitely misplayed by the plant. I should have looked for a luchador, which allows you to re-roll the boss blind. If anything, this video serves as me testing out the mic and having the audio a little bit louder. So thank you all so much for watching. Not all runs go the way as planned. I mean, clearly, like, I only needed 200k. I was at 1.2 million per card, so it is what it is. Take care. Have a good day. Goodbye.